Welcome to another edition of Health Talk. I'm Amy Van Scoter, here with George Henry today.
Amy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, George.
Are you glad Halloween's over and out of the way?
You know, Halloween is my favorite holiday.
I would have to say mine too. Did you give away a lot of candy?
Not a lot. I don't have a ton of kids in my neighborhood, but that's okay because that means there's more candy left for me.
I felt like I should have been giving out toothbrushes on Halloween. We gave out over 200 pieces of candy. And I was like, whoa.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully a lot of kids. Maybe the parents are eating some of that.
There's a few adults in there too, actually thrown in there, yeah.
But you know, I've got a ton of stuff going on at Pardee Hospital and the Pardee Health Education Center to let everybody know about. And I guess the first thing I want to mention is that the Pardee Cafeteria is going to be moving forward with their renovation project. And I know that there are some people in the community who like to go to the Pardee Cafeteria, especially on Sundays. You know, sometimes people go after church and get their lunch or their breakfast. So we want people to know that we are going to be completely remodeling the cafeteria, and what they're doing is they're demolishing the existing cafeteria. I don't know if you've ever been in there.
So what are people going to do when they demolish the one? Are they going to build the other one first?
Well, what we have is a temporary cafeteria set up right now. So those people who are used to coming in and getting their meals can still do that, and it's on the hospital's ground floor. It is in what's called the education classroom, but there's signage for people. It's pretty close to where the old cafeteria was, and there's a temporary space set up, and it's open every day, including weekends, so they can still come in and get their food. And also the garden cafe that the Pardee Auxiliary runs is going to be open as well, and they've expanded their hours. So you have your choice. You can take advantage of the garden cafe's expanded hours, or you can use that temporary cafeteria.
But you'll have to invite me over for lunch so I can try it out, because I haven't had the opportunity.
Well, I think we should do that.
Okay.
And especially after this is all completed and renovated, because it's going to be beautiful.
Sounds like a good undertaking for the hospital.
I think so, and I think, you know, people will even more enjoy eating in the cafeteria because it's going to be modern and relaxing and much nicer. So we've also got some things going on, as always, at the Pardee Health Education Center I need to tell you about. Dr. Brian Singh, who is an orthopedic surgeon with Hendersonville Orthopedics, he is going to talk about new innovations in joint replacement on Thursday, November 11th from 6 to 7 p.m. That's going to be held in the Jameson Conference Room located on the first floor of Pardee Hospital. So a little bit different location for that one. The AARP is going to have a seminar for people who are concerned about the ability of a loved one to continue driving. This is very important. So if there's someone in your family that you feel may not still have those quick reflexes to be able to drive. I'm sure somebody
wonders about me sometimes.
You might want to come to this presentation. It's Friday, November 12th from 12:30 until 2 p.m. So it's going to be a good seminar about how to have those discussions and give people a little guidance. Also, on the other end of the spectrum, Just for Girls, which is a health event for girls ages 12 to 19. That's going to be at the Pardee Health Education Center on Saturday, November 13th from 1:30 until 4. And I think this is a great thing. Our Pardee Nurse Midwifery group is working on this with the Girl Scouts and the Y. This is a great presentation for moms to bring their teenage girls to, and I just want to talk a little bit about some of the presentations. They're going to talk about avoiding teen pregnancy, keeping your body safe, dating, fitness, nutrition, eating disorders, all the things that young teenage girls go through in those years. So it's a great opportunity for moms to bond with their daughters. It's all absolutely free. There's refreshments, prizes, and that's again on Saturday, November 13th from 1:30 and until about 4 p.m. That'll go on till. So some great things going on, and of course you can always find the calendar of events on pardeehospital.org. Has our complete calendar listing, and if you want to register for any of this, you can call 1-866-790-WELL, and they'll take care of all that for you. Welcome back to Health Talk. We're joined now with Hope Lindsay, who is the infection preventionist at Pardee Hospital. So nice to have you here with us today.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the flu.
Oh my.
I know we're getting into that season.
Yes, we are.
And the first thing I guess that we should talk about is the symptoms of the flu, and what are the differences in symptoms between the flu and a cold? Because I know people often get that confused, and then some people say they have stomach flu.
Right.
So what exactly are the symptoms of the flu?
Right. Well, the flu itself can give you body aches, a fever, and the fever is the main difference between just a normal cold and the flu virus itself, is you typically run a higher fever if you have the flu virus in you. But body aches, sneezing, coughing, and sometimes you do get vomiting with that, and that's where some people get the stomach flu from.
And just that general bad, achy feeling,
yucky
right?
Feeling, yeah.
Now, how about those people who say that they never get the flu and never get sick? Why is it important for everyone to get the shot?
If a lot of times it's not necessarily for your immunity, it's for those you come in contact with. So if you have small children in the home or you have family members who are immune compromised, it's really important to get vaccinated to help protect them, not necessarily yourself.
Now, why do some people say that they don't feel well after they get the flu shot? Or, people say, my friend got the flu shot and then he didn't feel well.
Right.
Why does that happen?
It is a common reaction when you do get the seasonal flu shot, and then that's why a lot of people will say that I'm not going to get the flu shot because when I did get it one time, then I didn't feel well, or I know I had the flu afterwards.
Right.
But it's just a common side effect of the seasonal flu shot, and it usually lasts about 2 days. So it's just a reaction to the vaccination, which is actually an inactivated virus, so it's a dead virus that you are getting, and it's just a reaction to that. Flu season in itself doesn't really start until January, but like we saw last year with the H1N1, it can actually occur anytime during the year depending on what's circulating. But we like everyone to get vaccinated before it actually hits, because it takes your body a while to build up the immunity once you have the vaccination. So we want you to have that immunity built up before you get hit with the flu season.
And how long does the vaccination last?
They're good for a year.
Okay.
So it's good to get vaccinated every year because the virus changes, and so does the vaccination. So every year the vaccination changes depending on what flu virus is circulating the year before.
So there's really nothing, there's really no too early to get the flu vaccine.
No.
And some people say, oh, it's too early, you have to wait until November
and it's
or December.
usually the issue is just having the flu vaccine available from the suppliers. Is when, so some people may say, oh, we don't have it yet, and it's just because the suppliers haven't sent them out yet.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for
You're
being
welcome.
here. A
Thank
lot
you
of
for
great
having me.
information for us, and we really appreciate it. Hope Lindsay, infection preventionist at Pardee Hospital, and we'll be back next week with another edition of Health Talk.